Today's message is based on Matthew 5 verse 13. You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It's no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. What you're about to hear is a short but powerful clip from David Gibbs Jr. You see, this verse not only gives us direction about our purpose on this earth as children of God, but it also gives us something to think about regarding living a life that has an unfulfilled purpose. So let's dive right in.
Jesus says, ye are the salt of the earth. Now, if you know the Lord is your personal Savior by direct commission of God, you are the salt of the earth. You say, but I didn't ever want to be the salt of the earth. You don't have a choice. God has commissioned you to be the salt of the earth. If you're a child of God, you are the salt of the earth. But then God gives this unbelievable warning, and in it is a statement that somehow I overlooked. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is henceforth, and here's the three words I missed. Say out loud in unison the next three words. Good for nothing. Do you understand? God says, you're the salt I've put here. But if the salt has lost its saltiness, its savor, God says you're good for nothing. If the Lord was here in a form we could see, and if he walked the aisles, and if we were to say, show us the ones here that are good for nothing, what would happen when he came by me? What would happen when he came by you? And in this closing moment, I want to ask you this question. How's your salt? Good. Because my God says, if you've lost your saltiness, you're good for nothing. And then he tells you what is going to happen with the good for nothing. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is henceforth good for nothing. And then here's what God says is going to happen. But to be cast out and be trodden under the foot of men.
So let me ask, how salty are you? How godly or spirit-filled are you? Let's reflect on our own lives and be honest with ourselves. Are we living like we are the salt of the earth? The second half of this sermon is all about love. Having the love of God is all part of the saltiness that we are called to have.
Here's God's salt markers. If my people, and here comes the first marker, which are called by my name. Now please note what it doesn't say, because we misread this. It doesn't say, if my people who call themselves by my name. It says, if my people which are called by my name. Would anybody looking at you, would anybody looking at me say, that has to be a Christian? Do you live? Do you carry yourself? Is your personal holiness, is your conduct, is your dress such that someone says, that's got to be a Christian?
Yeah, amen.
Or has this culture so conformed us that if we didn't tell them, they'd never guess?
Come on.
Would anybody by you, would anybody by me, if we didn't tell them, say that has to be a Christian? Jesus said, you want the whole world to know who you belong to? then you've got to start loving the way I love you.
Good.
Amen.
Yeah, but Brother Gibbs, I got to deal with a lot of people that are not nice. By the way, can I remind you, he didn't say love the nice ones. And by the way, there's moments when you're not nice.
Come on.
Would anybody look at you and say, that's the most loving man I've ever seen?